Welcome to Engalmed, your English language companion. Today, you'll watch an interview with the renowned writer, Alexander Mitchell. Don't forget to take the quiz afterward to test your understanding. Let's begin.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have a special guest, Alexander Mitchell, an author whose books have captured the hearts of readers around the world. Alexander, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
So, Alexander, let's start with a simple question. How did you get started as a writer? Was writing something you always wanted to do?
I've always had a passion for storytelling, even as a child. I used to tell my friends wild stories during lunch breaks, but I never thought of writing as a career until my late teens. I was actually studying history in university when I realized that writing was something I could do seriously. The idea of creating entire worlds, characters, and adventures really captivated me, so I decided to give it a shot.
That's fascinating. So, what was your first book like? Did it get published right away?
Oh, not at all. My first book was, well, I would call it a learning experience. It was a historical fiction novel, and I thought I had written something amazing. But looking back, I see so many areas where I could improve. I sent it to a few publishers, and naturally, I got a lot of rejections. But those rejections were invaluable. They taught me how to improve my writing, and more importantly, how to handle feedback. After several attempts, I finally got my first novel published at the age of 29.
It sounds like it was quite the journey. So, when did you feel that your writing was really being noticed by a wider audience?
I think it happened with my third book, Echoes of the Past. My first two books had modest success, but it was this one that really took off. It was a historical mystery, and it resonated with a lot of readers. It received praise from critics, and suddenly my name was being mentioned alongside some established authors. That was when I realized that I was no longer just an aspiring writer. I had become a published author that people actually recognized.
That must have been an exciting moment. So, what's your writing routine like now? Do you have any special habits?
I'm very much a morning person. I usually wake up around 5:30 a.m., have a cup of coffee, and dive straight into writing. I aim for about 1,500 words a day. I find that the morning is when my mind is freshest, so I don't waste time on emails or social media during that time. I also like to write in silence. No music, no distractions. In the afternoons, I'll go back and edit what I wrote earlier, or I'll work on plotting out the next chapter.
That's a solid routine. But what about writer's block? Does it ever happen to you? And if so, how do you deal with it?
Oh, absolutely. Writer's block is part of the process, unfortunately. When it happens, I try not to stress too much about it. I take a step back, go for a walk, or read a book. Sometimes a change of scenery or a bit of quiet time helps to spark new ideas. If that doesn't work, I write something completely unrelated, like a random scene or a bit of dialogue to get my creative muscles moving again.
Great advice for anyone struggling with that. Now, a fun question. If you could meet any author, past or present, who would it be?
I think I'd have to say Leo Tolstoy. His writing is so profound, and I'm always amazed at how he manages to capture the essence of human nature in his novels. If I could sit down and talk to him about his creative process, it would be a dream come true. I think I'd have a lot to learn from him.
Tolstoy? What an incredible choice. Now, before we finish up, do you have any advice for aspiring writers out there who are just starting their journey?
My advice would be simple. Don't give up. Writing is a long journey, and there will be times when you feel discouraged, but persistence is key. Keep writing, even if it's just for yourself at first. Read widely, experiment with different genres, and never stop learning. Writing is a craft, and like any craft, it gets better with time.
Wise words, Alexander. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and insights with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. It's been wonderful to chat with you. I hope my story encourages other writers to keep going, even when it seems tough.